Hi, today I'm going to be reviewing the book Little Lord Fauntleroy by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and I would describe this children's book as sort of a Cinderella story for boys because the story starts off with a boy who's very poor. He lives with his mother, he's very poor, and then he becomes a part of the English nobility. This was written in the Victorian era, and the story starts off with we meet the boy Cedric and his mother, who has just been widowed, and she's an American, and they live in New York, and she's just been widowed, and her husband was a son of this English earl, and the story starts off introducing the little boy. He has a lot of friends in New York where they live, and then he and his mother find out that Cedric is next in line to inherit the earldom because all the other relatives are dead. And so they go to England, and he meets his grandfather. His grandfather is still alive, and he's the present earl. And at first the grandfather thinks he's not going to like him, like little boy, the grandfather's really anti-American, and he didn't like that his son married beneath him, and he didn't like that his son married an American. So at first it's prejudice. It's all prejudice. And it's mainly, the big part of the story is mainly about their bond between the little boy Cedric and the grandfather. And then there is a little bit of intrigue towards the middle of the book, but the most of the book is the relationship, the growing of the relationship, or how the relationship progresses between the little boy and the grandfather. Now, I really enjoyed this book. Frances Hodgson Burnett is a really good writer, and I really kind of like that it's kind of a rags to riches story. It's kind of a Cinderella story for boys, and it was really a good read. And there were some things that I did not like about the book. Cedric, the little boy, is almost too perfect. Like, you never see him do a bad thing, and that's not what real children, even the nicest children, even the nicest humans, no one's perfect, but he is this perfect person. It seems like he's just too good, if you know what I mean. And also the intrigue itself, like there's kind of like this kind of a scandal in the middle of the book. It didn't drag on as long as I'd like to see more. It was really rushed, but again, this is a children's story, so maybe that's why it's rushed. Now, if this was a more adult novel, I'd be like, what? You just rushed it. But this is a children's story, so that's understandable. What I really thought was kind of cool about the book, another thing, is that I love that with the scandal that comes up almost towards the end of the book, the people, like Cedric's neighbors that you meet in New York, kind of become involved or entangled in this scandal in England, which I thought was kind of cool. You don't really see that a lot, or I don't usually see that a lot in books. And that was really good. And I think it's a good read, especially if you like older children's literature. And if you really like books like The Secret Garden, which Frances Hodgson Burnett also wrote, I have a review on that as well. And things of that nature. And if you like hearing stories about nobility, I think this is a good read. And I recommend it. And this book was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this review, and like, subscribe, and share my videos. Thank you.